Hi y'all, and welcome back to my channel. For my new subscribers, I'm glad to have you here. And if y'all wouldn't mind, everyone, and when you watch this video, if you wouldn't mind, if you like it, give me a thumbs up. I welcome any and all comments, and also if you wouldn't mind sharing it to your different social media outlets, I would love that. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and get started. We are going to make a cinnamon, or actually let me back it up. We're going to make a bacon cinnamon roll pull apart bread. So let's go ahead and get started. I will move you down so you can see what I'm doing, and it will be going into the slow cooker. So and you could, maybe cook this in a bundt pan too, but we're going to just do it in a slow cooker. All right, you will need 3 cans of the 12.4 ounce cinnamon rolls. And so I already have 2 here that I've cut up, and I just want to show you how I cut them. And I always want to get this, I'm not going to say always, I'm going to say, because I've made monkey bread, but I've never done this. This is just kind of a couple of things that I've seen, different recipes I've seen for 2 completely different kinds of breads, and I am just kind of joining them together. So this is the first time, and we are going to see how it comes out. There, pop that, take that off and pop it. And the icing that comes with it, just set it aside. We will be using it, and just try to unroll it and try to keep it intact the best way you can. Let me move this over here. I did not look at the camera there to see what you could see. Try to keep it all together the best way you can, because it will try to come apart on you. All right. So what we want to do is take it, and we are going to cut it in half. And a serrated knife will work best. Just kind of hold it together, and I have these little short hands, little bitty hands, little bitty fingers. So you can do a lot better job at this than I can, because you probably will help. Well, I mean, I have child-sized hands, so just kind of make sure you cut it all the way through. I should have went farther through, and I didn't that time. Okay, so get that cut all the way through, and then you want to cut each of those halves, and actually I'm just going to roll it this way and then just cut that all the way through again. So if you want to separate each one, you can do that. Separate each roll and then cut it into 4s. So that's what we're doing. We're just, each one's going to be cut into 4s. I just figured it'd be easier to do it all that way. And then just kind of pull them all apart here. Just kind of separate them out. You don't have to actually pull, stretch them out, but just separate them out. All right, now, another step, in case I forget to tell you, is spray the inside of your crock pot with some cooking spray, or rub it around with some oil or something, or use a liner. Any of that. Okay. Just separate all the pieces out. And I did better on the other 2 than I did this one, I guess, because I was trying to show you. This one didn't turn out as well. But hey, it's okay. It's still going to eat, isn't it? We're about making it taste good, not so much about perfection, or I am anyway. That's how I am, as long as it tastes good. All right, so we are going to take our crock pot, slow cooker crock pot, whatever you want to call it, and into it we are going to put a half a stick of melted butter. So just pour in a half a stick of melted butter. 1/4 of a cup of brown sugar, kind of packed. You can put a little more or less depending on your taste. Then we want about 1/2 teaspoon of cinnamon. Again, more or less according to your taste. Just a little another sprinkle for good measure. Let me rinse my hand off. Now stir that around in there. Kind of mix it all together. There we go. It's on that cord and it was not sitting there. It wasn't sitting, what do you got, level. It was bouncing on me. Okay, now, next what we're going to do is we are going to, oh, and I forgot to tell you, something I forgot to tell you is I cooked up 1/2 pound of bacon. Cook and crumble it. Or you can cut up the raw bacon into little pieces and then cook it. And then drain off the fat. So I want to put about 1/2 of this in there first. You may have to kind of like separate those pieces again as you go a little bit. Doesn't have to be perfect, just the best you can. And then I want to put about 1/2 of this bacon over that. All right. Then we're going to repeat with the rest of it. The next bit of the cinnamon rolls and then the rest of the bacon on top of that. And make sure you kind of have it level, the cinnamon rolls leveled out and the bacon sprinkled evenly. Now, we're going to do all that. Now we're going to stir it all around and try to coat as much of it as possible. And I know you cannot see me, can you? I am so sorry. I don't know what I'm thinking. Tonight, I don't know what I was thinking about and just not showing you, but hey, it's okay. There we go. And just kind of just stir the best you can to get that butter and brown sugar and cinnamon kind of distributed throughout all the pieces. And it just kind of wants to make this big glob mess, but that's okay. And bring some of that up there. And you know, if you ever made monkey bread, you know, you stack them in there kind of nice and neat. But this is different. All right, so now we just want to kind of take the spoon and like I said, this is trial and error thing because I've never done it like this before, and that's okay. We'll see what comes out like. Okay. Now, we'll put the lid on it, and you can cook it on here for a little bit of butter left in there. Pour that on. And you cook it on here. You can cook it on low for 2 to 3 hours. I'd say 2.5 to 3, or on high for 1.5 to 2 hours. And let me bring it back up here and talk to you. And I am going to cook it on high for about 1.5 to 2 hours. And I'll start checking at about 1.5. And then when it's finished, I'll come back and show you what we'll do, all right? Okay, I'll be back in a little bit. Hey, y'all, something I forgot to tell you. If you want to do this like in a bundt pan, you could kind of more or less do it same way, except you want to mix it up before you put it in the bundt pan, a greased bundt pan. And then you could probably cook it at, say, 400, 425, probably about 45, 50 minutes, all right? All right, y'all, I'm back, and I'll turn you down so you can see what I'm going to do here. So it's all finished. You see it right there. And so I'm going to take the liner out here, and we're just going to flip it. You put it onto a platter or something. We're going to use a cookie sheet here and just kind of flip it out. Okay. Okay. Ooh, and oh, I thought some of it stuck to the bottom there for a minute, but it didn't. All right. Hold on just a minute. I'm just going to try to come in here and scrape some of this stuff out. And just kind of do it there. Look like one side may got just a little bit more done, so we may have to pull that one off and not eat that part. But the rest of it looks okay. But the one got a little bit too done. All right, so need to let it rest for a little bit, and then we'll just take this and just kind of squeeze it and drizzle it over it. So I'll bring you back when that's all done. We need to wait about 10 minutes. All right, be back in a minute. All right, y'all, so we're just going to drizzle this on top like so for kind of a glaze. And no one here is brave enough to get on camera to take a test bite of it. But anyway, it's late here, so I don't know if anybody's really wanting to taste test it tonight or not. May want to just save it all for breakfast. Then you just kind of pull the pieces apart, or you can take a knife and cut them apart, whichever way you want to do it. Remember, I always tell you, cooking's just about preference. Let's see if I can pop this hole in that one. There we go. That's all we need to do. So I hope you'll give this a try. I'm going to take this little piece here and try it. See what it tastes like. I know the rest of it's still pretty warm. So we need to warm it up. I mean, we need to let it cool off or even try to attempt to eat it, if they want to eat it tonight. So let's see what this tastes like. That's good, y'all. That's good. All right, y'all, remember to always season your cooking with love. And if you wouldn't mind, share my video. I sure appreciate it. Bye-bye, y'all.